what we do, we look at the extraocular eye muscles. This one comes in right here. And if you notice, this top one is actually two different muscles. Can you see that this is one muscle and this is another? This is two different muscles. This one goes to your upper eyelid and it opens your upper eyelid. So if it lifts it up, it's a levator, right? So this is the levator, it's the top eyelid, so it's the levator, levator palpebrae superioris. Palpebrae means eyelid. So it is the levator palpebrae superioris. If I take this off, now I can take this off, and this muscle comes in right there. See it come in right there? That is the superior rectus, makes you look straight up. If I take that off, can you see this one back in here? See that one back here? That is the medial rectus. There's one that comes in on the side right here. That's the lateral rectus. And can you see this one going straight back on the bottom? That's the inferior rectus. Now, see this one coming here? And it comes in at an angle right here? That is the superior oblique. See right here? Comes in right there. When it pulls, it actually makes you look down here. Can you see this one starting over here? And it swooshes in, see it come in right here? This is the inferior oblique. When it pulls, it makes you look up here. Okay? So those are the muscles of the eye, the extraocular eye muscles. If I take this off, then all the white of the eye is the sclera. Remember, the layers are scared cats run. Sclera, this is the choroid layer, and inside is the retina. Scared cats run. Sclera, choroid layer, retina. Okay? When we look at the eye, and I look at the very front of the eye, let me do this. If we look here, these are the lacrimal glands. If you look on the inside, can you see those little pink ducts coming out of the lacrimal gland?
Yep.
Those are the lacrimal ducts. See the little lines coming out from the lacrimal gland? See them? Those are the lacrimal ducts. Now your eyes make tears all the time. And so we have another gland called the tarsal gland that makes an oily kind of substance. And that oily substance helps to keep the tears in the eye where we can wash the eye instead of always running out. So the tears come out and they wash across the eye. We blink and it helps to wash the eye. They're going to come over here, and here's your nasolacrimal duct where it goes across from the eye and down into the nose to the superior concha.
When we cry, makes our nose run.
Now, I think this one has a pupil. Let me see. Yeah. If you look here, see this clear piece of plastic here in the front? That represents the cornea. Remember I told you it doesn't have any blood vessels, doesn't have any blood cells. So this is the cornea. If I take the cornea, that colored piece on the inside when I look into the cornea is the iris. The hole right in the middle is the pupil. If I take that out, then here's the lens. Okay? It is the movement of reshaping the lens that gives us our vision, that lets us focus. If we look in here, the white is the sclera, that maroon is the choroid layer, and this is the sclera, the choroid, and the retina. Scared cats run. Got it? Now, see the little red muscle? That red muscle, all of this is the ciliary body. That red muscle is the ciliary muscle. This is the ciliary process. Ciliary process comes over and attaches to the iris. See all those little white lines? Those are the suspensory ligaments. They're coming off of the ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle can contract and tighten those, and it changes the shape of the lens. That lets us focus. Okay? Light comes straight in through the pupil, through here. Now remember I told you we have an anterior cavity and a posterior cavity. The anterior cavity is everything in front of the lens. So here's the cornea, here's the lens, everything in front of the lens, all of this space, all of this space, and all of this space is the anterior cavity. This space in here, in there, between the iris and the cornea is the anterior chamber. This space between the lens and the back of the iris is the posterior chamber. And everything behind the lens, all of this back here, is posterior cavity. Everything in front of the lens has got aqueous humor. It gets made here in the back by the ciliary body, and then it goes through to the front, and then it's absorbed and made at the same rate. Behind here is vitreous humor. You're born with all you're ever going to have. Okay. See this one here? There's a little jagged line coming around. That's the ora serrata. All right. And that's all you got to know about that. Yeah. So then it takes us to the ear. Where's my ear? Grab